What is something you're obsessed with right now? Wesley Choi.
No explanation, just Wesley Choi?
No, just Wesley Choi. No, anyone who knows Wesley Choi or has even heard of him knows that you just don't need an explanation. It's amazing. He's just a blessing. Hi, my name is Sam Yamaguchi. I'm one of the Taiko heads this year, and I guess I'm answering 20 questions for everyone. So the first question is, if you had to form a synchronized swimming duo with one of the other Taiko coordinators, who would it be and why? I think I would choose Nick, because that man has the grace of a swan in the water. He's a very graceful individual, and his rhythm is on point, so I'd want him leading that. What was it like growing up as an Asian American? I mean, I didn't really think it was like that different from what I imagined just like normal growing up is. I mean, I'm from Davis, so pretty whitewashed. Didn't really have like a whole lot of like, I guess, Asian knowledge of Asian culture until I came to college and joined NSU. What is something you've experienced since you are a mixed race? Oh, well, I'm half Mexican. I don't know a lot of people like can tell that. I've never heard someone guess I'm half Mexican, but I guess something I experience is someone saying, oh wow, you're half Mexican? Speak Spanish. And I always think that's kind of funny. Why did you decide to be involved in Culture Night this year? I was supposed to be the Taiko head last year when we were doing it in person, and then that sadly got canceled. So I had a relatively lighter schedule this year, so I thought I might as well do it again. So yeah, here I am. Tell us you're Asian without telling us you're Asian. This is tough because I don't think I really like have any super Asian like practices. I guess like the most Asian thing is I take my shoes off in the house, or I never take the last. Like say there's like 10 cookies and there's one cookie left, I'll never take that last cookie, like ever. On a scale of 1 to 10, how cool do you think you are and why? Oh, I hate this one. I'll say I'm like a mid-6, like a middle 6. Because I think I'm a little bit funny. Not like really funny, but just a little bit funny. But I'm also like really awkward and not great to carry conversations with. So there you go. Have you picked up a quarantine hobby? Mostly during quarantine, I just like go hiking if I have time, or I run a lot. And I'll play video games. Shout out to Wesley Choi. What's the longest hike you've been on, and where was it? I think it was like 2 years ago. I went on a hike with my cousin to Point Reyes, and that was like a 15 or 16 mile day hike. That was a pretty rough one, but it was fun. It was a nice day, but it was just hot. Really, really hot. And I think I got poison oak that day. Why did you decide to learn how to play Taiko? I more or less decided to learn how to play Taiko because I first joined NSU my junior year of college, and I didn't know anybody in the club at the time, so I figured if I joined like another activity, I would get to meet people. And yeah, and here I am now. 2 years later. So yeah, good times. If you could play any Taiko drum, what would it be and why? I would play the Chudaiko because there's a bunch of Chudaikos, so people wouldn't be able to tell it's me very easily, and I get to blend into the background noise. Because I don't like standing out. Do I like the driving range or the golf course more? I think I like the golf course more because on the driving range there's a lot of people, and on the golf course I can just kind of like mess around and not really care if anyone's watching me. What is your favorite country song? Oh, I love Big Green Tractor. I know all the words to Big Green Tractor. That's like top 10 favorite songs right there.
Okay.
No. Like I bump that before I go to bed every night. Why did you decide to minor in Japanese? Well, my grandpa is the only one in like my entire, like, I guess, yeah, pretty much my entire family in the US that can speak Japanese. And he's getting a little bit older, and I just figured I didn't want the language to die out within my family. So I picked it up. And yeah, then like 2.5 years since I started learning. I'm still very behind, I feel, but yeah, I'll keep going with it. What is one of your favorite Japanese/Tagalog words or phrases? Oh, okay, so I think it was last year. I was learning a bunch of vocab words in Japanese and I couldn't pronounce mezamashi doke. Like, I couldn't pronounce it for the life of me, so I spent like a couple hours just saying it on repeat and now it's just stuck in my head. And that just means alarm clock. So it's nothing like special. And yeah, I think that's all the questions. Michelle, thank you.
You're gonna do a closing? Like
what do you mean closing?
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening to my incredible interview. Shout out to Michelle for the questions.
Thank you.